This is the second webinar I've done, so look, I'm learning my way here. Right, so we're going to have a look at what we built last week. So this is what we called the nasty reversion EA. So we used a strategy from a trader called Nick Raj, who was on the 52 Traders podcast. And once optimized by one of my members, it actually turned out to be pretty good. And it does seem to work across a number of pairs as well. So if you want to check that out, you can go onto automatemytrading.com and jump in the shop and have a look at more detail here. We've got a couple of strategy tester reports here that you can download. And I've also put up the full FX Streamer version that you can import into FX Streamer. And for those who are unfamiliar with that, you'll find out exactly what it is and how it works in a second. Okay, so let's jump back into the presentation. So this is what you should have been seeing before, but you weren't. This screen here with all the questions on it. So let's move forward. Today's presentation is about me showing you the #1 way to build MT4 EAs using a mechanical trading strategy in under 45 minutes. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to prove it to you that this can be done. So it seems like most of you know what MT4 EAs are, but for those that don't, this is what we're going to do today. So we're going to take a trading strategy, and this was provided by a guy called Lucian, who had registered for the first webinar. So if you do have a trading strategy you would like me to build on the show, and it's very mechanical, then please, there's a survey that you can fill in after registering, or just send me an email at cam@automatemytrading.com, and I'll see if I can put that into one of the future shows. So first we need a trading strategy, and I'm going to walk you through the strategy we're using today soon. And secondly, you need an expert advisor builder, so an EA builder. So everyone seemed to know what an MT4 EA was. So what you need now is you need an EA builder to build your EA. And the one I use is called FX Streamer, and there's a bit of a screenshot for it. So if you guys are having issues with the screen resolution, all you need to do is right click and you should be able to find an option to jump you onto YouTube, but be sure to turn your volume right down on YouTube, and you'll also miss out on the chat conversation. So usually what happens is it comes right after a minute or two of being on the whilst the screens are changing over. So just bear with it and it should come right. Then you need, so you got your expert advisor builder, which is FX Streamer. Then you need a trading platform, which is MetaTrader 4, aka MT4. So this is your trading platform that expert advisors run on. And then we take those two together and it produces a report. And this report is, in actual fact, what the trades, how the trades play out for that particular strategy. So hopefully the guys out there that were unfamiliar as to what we're trying to do today, this is what we're doing. We're taking a trading strategy. We're going to automate it using an expert advisor builder called FX Streamer. And then we're going to test it on the MetaTrader 4 trading platform, and it's going to produce some results for us. Okay, so today's run sheet, what's in it for you? So there are some goodies in it for you if you stick around to the end. Understanding the strategy, so we're going to dive into the strategy so you can understand what it's all about. We're going to turn the strategy into software, so an expert advisor, and then why you should build your own EAs, how you can build your own EAs like this, and you're going to help me price and name this EA. So you're actually going to help me go in and come up with a price and a name for this. All right, so what's in it for you? So if you're a live attendee, which you guys are today, so the guys who stay to price and name the EA at the end of the presentation, you're going to get 100% off the lockdown EX4 version of the software. In other words, it's going to be free, and you're going to get limited access to the replay, which is 72 hours. So you're going to get a 72-hour access to the replay, so you can see how I built it. If you're a replay attendee, so you haven't actually, you're not here today, you're not watching live, or if you dive out too early and can't stay to the end, you're going to get 50% off the lockdown version of the software. Or you can get it for free if you promote Automate My Trading on a trading related forum blog with over 100 threads or posts, or a social network if you have over 100 followers. Okay, so there's a couple of gotchas in there for those replay attendees out there. And you're also going to get access to the replay for 72 hours. Right, and for AMT course members, so Automate My Trading course members, so there is a course that I do have, you're going to get the FX Streamer importable version of the software, so the .mq4 version for free. So you're going to be able to import that into your FX Streamer interface and play with it, adapt it, change it, and you're also going to get unlimited access to the replay. Okay, here's how it will work. So for the live attendees who stay to the end and price and name the EA, you'll be sent a 100% off promo code within 24 hours, and you'll be able to purchase the EA via the shop on automatemytrading.com. For those replay attendees, you'll be sent a 50% off promo code 72 hours after this airing, and you can also purchase via the shop with 50% off promo code on automatemytrading.com. And if you'll also get the free one if you promote it, just send cam@automatemytrading.com a link to your promotion, and I can arrange that 100% off coupon for you. And AMT course members, you'll find everything, the software, the replay video in the members area ASAP after this session. Right, let's get underway. Hi Abed, how's it going? Hi David, and hi F. Hope your resolution is much better now, F. Okay, let's get underway, guys. So the strategy that was sent to me by Lucian. Lucian, are you actually here today? If you are, please let me know, because it'll be great if you're here. You are going to get the, we're going to build the strategy you suggested, and it appears to be an Apiary fund strategy. So I'm just going to have a sip of my tea here. So Apiary fund, let's dive into that. Where are we? Apiary fund. So I heard about this fund a while ago, and actually they take traders and they sort of foster them along the way. And if you're a good trader, you can contribute to the fund, and they basically sort of pay you to trade on their behalf. So this is one of their educational sources for getting people into trading and getting them underway. So I was able to find this PDF, which is great. So this is a strategy that was suggested to me, and I'll run through what it looks like here so we can all understand it. So hopefully you can, oh, Lucian, you're here. Brilliant. Look, I'm doing a strategy for you, mate. Right, let's zoom in here a little bit. Okay, so you can see here we've got a 50 simple moving average. It could be any moving average really, and a stochastic 14, 3, and 3. So you can see there, I don't know if it's too light, but you can see the 50 moving average there and the stochastic down the bottom. So those are the indicators we need. We need the fast track setup. So this is buy if the 50 SMA is pointing up. So we need to make sure 50 SMA is pointing up, which is doing in this case. You can see there, it's got the green arrow and the buy there. This is for a buy, and the stochastic is below the 50 line. So the 50 line being this line right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but this is your buy zone here below the 50 line, and then the opposite occurs for the sell as well. So the sell is pointing down, moving average pointing down, and then the sell zone is above the 50 line. Okay, so we're looking for those two things first of all. Then we're looking for the the fast track trigger when the stochastic turns back in back in the same direction as the 50 SMA. So the same direction being for a buy up. And you can see here they've highlighted them here in circles where it turns around and starts going back up. Okay, and you need to wait for the candle to close, and then you can enter. So basically, we're looking for an up moving average. We're looking for this to be below the 50 line and then turning. And as soon as it turns and the candle closes, we can enter that buy trade, and vice versa for a sell trade. Stop loss. So where to put the stop loss? So for a buy, we're going to put it below the 50 SMA and the below or below the last swing low, whichever is further away. So if we go back to that chart here, assuming we bought around about here, so the last swing low, where you could say that this was the big last swing low, and the 50 SMA is really here. So do you put your stop here? Possibly, or you could say that the last swing low was up in this area here, and you put your stop there, but this one's further away, so you'd actually put it below the 50. So we've got to sort of make a decision there. And what else have we got here? The take profit, so it's 2 times the amount of the stop loss. So for example, if the stop loss is 25, then the take profit will be set at 50 pips. So we're looking at 200% of the stop loss target. So that could be a variable, and we can actually sort of optimize that and test that out if we wanted to. Now they've got some indications here as to where on the which charts, what time frames, and what sort of size you should look to trade. So it's obviously pretty conservative, only a couple of time frames and one chart. What I learned the other day from one of the trade, well, actually it was Nick Radge whose strategy we used last time, and his thinking was your strategy should be able to work no matter what chart, no matter what time frame, it should be able to work. So I've sort of got that stuck in my mind at the moment. So I don't really know about this sort of, it only works on one particular strategy, currency pair or time frame. So anyway, let's keep going down. So what else have we got here? So this is basically what it's telling us is this is not really probably what they'd consider a complete strategy, and it's almost like take this as a base and then work on it. You know, you might want to filter out certain times of the day that you trade, certain days of the week that you trade. You might want to muck around with offsets. You might want to muck around with the percentage that they use or the settings, etc. So that's the strategy in a nutshell. Let's jump back to the presentation. So my 45 minutes starts now. Let me take a sip of tea again so that I've got a fresh fresh throat. So Abed, is the webinar recorded? Yes, it is recorded, and there will be a replay. And as I said before, those that stick around for the live show will actually get to, well, you get to see the replay again, but you get whatever I build completely free. So you got to stick around to the end though. Okay. Right. So I'm just going to have a quick sip and then we can dive straight into it. Okay, there we go. So that's a picture of FX Dreamer here. Let's jump into FX Dreamer and start building this thing. So we're actually going to jump on the